But let's talk about Karl Anthony Towns. He came out, hit the game-winning free throws, 22 points. Karl Anthony Towns is back. How much did you watch this game? Do you buy stocks? I know this isn't. We're not going to sit here and be like, "Yep, Karl Anthony Towns is going to help us win a championship this season." Now, no, but I think it's good that he's out there.
Yeah, man, I tried to say this for weeks and weeks. He's a big deal. They're missing like 22, 10, and 5 at least. That's a bad night for Cat. So when you're without your best player, your team's not going to be as good. Now Anthony Edwards is ascending into the Timberwolves' best player, but
he has ascended.
Minnesota's a great team. McDaniels, they have a real stud in McDaniels, and I think they realize that.
They do. They do. Kyle Anderson played so much last night. I know it was because of injury, but
Slow-Mo's a sleeper. He's somebody you want on your team. Memphis definitely misses him.
Oh my God, yeah.
Now that they're healthy, I mean, Cat came out threes galore. He was getting aggressive. He was playing very.
Karl Anthony Towns started the game, which I was shocked because we talked about yesterday on the show that I personally thought Karl Anthony Towns would not start the first 2-3 games. They would do the Steph Curry off the bench, but now they threw him out there. I mean, it seems like he was on minute restriction. 26 minutes he only played.
Yeah. So it's an interesting team. They had a nice little fourth quarter comeback-ish. Has Reed had a phenomenal game again. They're going to miss him when he's gone, but they've got an interesting team. I don't really know any gauge in the West, but they won. Dallas lost. So Minnesota is now the 7th seed and technically just a game behind Golden State. We'll see what happens, how the season ends, but getting Cat back it's a big deal. It's like when LeBron will be back.
What do you think at this point the expectations for the team is?
I would love for them to. I think a second round playoff appearance would be huge for them. I think it wouldn't be at the time they won't be that pleased if they can make a first round competitive. Obviously, you got to get out of the play-in if you're in it, but if they could make a competitive first round, especially depending on who they play, but
if it goes to like 7 games, I agree.
Yeah, it's tough when Cat misses. What do you miss? Like 120 days or miss like 4 months. So when you're now second best player, arguably your best player, depending on who you ask, misses, 50 games in your season, you kind of got to adjust your expectations a little bit or a lot of bit.
Yeah, I think the expectations, like if they lose a tightly contested 6 or 7 game series in the first round, I don't think anyone's complaining. But if they get swept and Rudy and Karl both look terrible or something, then that'll be bad. But yeah, no, I agree. The guy missed 52 games. He looked good for someone who missed 52 games and basically tore his calf and was trying to avoid being like Kevin Durant. End quote.
KD, top 5. He doesn't want to be a top 5 player in the NBA. Hell yeah.
All right, shut the fuck up.
Is KD not a top 5 player in the NBA?
We're talking about